Scott, Parker used the word fun for that game. Wolfie called it kind of weird at times. What word would you describe for a 6-5 win like that?
Good. We won. I remember my good friend Dean Blaze said, as long as you win it, right? You're going to be in some of those games, just like the 1-0 games. Just kept telling the guys to stay with it. We hadn't been in one of those type of games all year from that offensive side of it, where obviously the special teams were good, and there were some nice goals both ways, and it was just back and forth. And I'm just glad we got the winner, because it was a great shift by those guys, and again, those guys get rewarded. Goalie gets rewarded. Off going to the net and staying with the puck. Billy made a great play, but they got the puck below the goal line, like we were talking. Get pucks behind, and they did, and they made a great play on the game-winning goal.
Was tonight a good example? We talked about letting the game just kind of come to you and going with the flow of things for the guys?
I don't think there was much choice. I mean, it was, those games are probably entertaining. But like I said, you're on the bench, and you just you're going to be in some of those games, right? Give credit to them too. Like we scored 2 early goals, and they could have went the other way, and they capitalized on a couple penalties and got right back in the game and made it a hockey game. And it was, it was a good game from that standpoint, back and forth. And we were fortunate to come back and get the final goals to win.
You really stressed tightening it up in the third period, because you really did.
Yeah, I didn't like our start, John. I thought our start to the third period was not very good. I thought they were, but I think it carried over from after they got the 4th goal. I thought we finished the second period. They were the better team. They were winning battles and putting the pressure on, and it carried over a little bit. We were sloppy with the puck, and we weren't tight at all. We were very loose, and we just needed to put some shifts together and start playing the right way, and we found a way to do that, and obviously we got the goal too. But we closed it out better, but we didn't start it very well.
Right. But as the third period went along, I mean, they didn't get their chances got less and less.
Yeah, but we came out. Yeah, we didn't come out as strong as we needed to right away, and that could have went the other way too. But where I thought our first period, throughout the score, was one of our better periods we played in a long time. Thought we had did a lot of good things. We had good jump, we had good intensity, we were making plays, and obviously we won some face-offs and got a couple goals, but I just liked our play in the first period. Maybe we thought when it was 2-0 it was going to be over, but it wasn't, because they didn't score 5-on-5. I mean, they've got a good power play. Hutton can really shoot a puck. They got some skill, and they capitalized. Much like we did against North Dakota on the 5-on-3s. You got to capitalize. They did on the one, and they capitalized on another one, and next thing you know, it's a 2-2 game, and it's a new hockey game.
Is this one of those games that, when you go back and look at the film, you'll find a lot of things that you can learn from and build upon, for the playoffs?
Well, I think you do that with every game. I know one thing: our penalty kill got humbled tonight, so that means we're going to get back to work, right? But that's how it goes sometimes, right? Well, you know what? I mean, you look at the goals they score, they're shots, right? Sometimes we didn't block shots again. I said that was something we need to do, and those pucks got by Shep, and most of the year those weren't getting by. So it's not anybody's fault. I mean, we got to do a better job, and so that's one thing. We're going to go back and get back to work on the PK, because next weekend we're going to see a really good power play on the big sheet. We need to. Sometimes you need to get kicked in the teeth a little bit to go, hey, maybe we were getting a little complacent with our penalty kill. And that's not on the players, that's on the coaches. You know what, we got to go back to work and work on some things. But I liked a lot of the things we did tonight. So I think there's a way more positive to take out of this game to build off of than there is negative, and that's what we're gonna focus on. But we're gonna go back to work on the PK and clean up some things there too.
You block a shot with your head at the end there?
Yeah, I think at one point in the
last 9 seconds there.
No, just
okay. Caught you
easy.
high.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure there at first.
No, thank God.
Parker, I thought Wolfie said it best. This is kind of a weird game at times in general tonight. But what does it say that the team's able to stick with this? keep up with the ebbs and flows and come out with a victory?
Yeah, I mean, obviously special teams were a big thing. That's something we've been stressing on all year. And I mean, the penalty kill needs to bear down a little more, but if the power play can pick it up, then obviously we'll take that. And a pretty fun game, I think, for the last regular season game. So it was a lot of fun.
From an offensive perspective, a lot of fun out there.
Yeah.
You don't mind getting in a scoring battle like maybe nice after some tight defensive battles with North Dakota and Denver the last few weeks?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, obviously we're going to work on tightening things up defensively, but if we got to play that type of game once in a while to get a win, as long as we're coming out on the right side, that's all that matters.
What was the key in the third period, you feel, to locking things down defensively?
Yeah, I think we were a little passive at the start, but once we started to get after it, and then we got that big goal by Cobes there, we were able to lock it down. I think we know that we're confident when we can get a lead in the third period that we can close it out, and that's going to be a big thing moving forward.
Parker, you and I talked this week about the importance of putting together back-to-back wins on a weekend. It helps you prepare for the postseason. How important was that for you guys this weekend to finish off the sweep?
Yeah, absolutely. I think we got off to a good start, which is what we wanted. They were able to, obviously they're not going to go away. They stuck around and got 3 power play goals in the first there, but I think we were impressed with the way we started. And then a couple lapses during the game, but for the most part, I think we're pretty proud of our effort this weekend.
Pretty ideal senior night for you. I mean, you get the equalizer, mom and dad are in the building to see. I mean, what do you think about tonight?
Yeah, it was special. I'll take a look back probably later tonight or tomorrow and take it all in. It still hasn't set in, I don't think. I don't want it to set in. I don't want it to be the last regular season game. It's tough, but obviously to have them in the building with a couple more family members was a lot of fun.
Wolfie, what's the best way to describe that game? You get 2 goals in the first 90 seconds, and man, it got a little crazy after that.
Yeah, I mean, it was a wild game. I mean, we haven't had that high score of a game since I've been here. But yeah, if you shoot the puck, good things happen. So I think, just got lucky on a couple of them, and they snuck through.
Defensively, it looked like in the third period you guys started looking like that team that plays so strong always defensively. What allowed you guys to maybe kind of calm things down and shut things down defensively in the third?
Well, we just had to help shut out. I mean, we kind of let them out to dry a few times during the game. So we had to stay out of the box. We had 3 or 4 short power play goals they did. So and that's our key to one of our major keys into how we play our game is good structure in D zone, and we just had to get back to that. And if we do that, we win a lot of games. So,
penalty kill, what was allowing them to take advantage of you guys early on, and how were you able to correct things?
Just a few mistakes from guys who they've been penalty killing all year, and just simple mistakes that we took care of. But it's just a weird. It was a weird power play. I mean, and penalty kill in general. I mean, it was just a weird game in general. We just kind of looked at the film over the period and fixed what we needed to fix, and we kind of stuck together and figured it out.
What's it mean for this team to prevail in I think weird game is probably the best way to describe it in a back and forth offensive battle like this?
Well, it's just good to see that we could stick with the game. I mean, we were up by 2, we were tied, we were down by 1. Just to stick with it, to keep on playing our game, and just to control what we control is pretty much how this game went. So there's lots of breakdowns, but also lots of good play that we had. So that's kind of the definition of this game today. So
after 2, did the coaches say, okay, enough fun now, we're going to slam dunk? Because you gave him 3 shots and no sniff in the third period.
Yeah, I mean, we knew we wanted it. I mean, that's pretty much what it is. We wanted to win the game, and good teams find a way to win. So, it's not easy, but it's one of those games where you just have to stick with it. And just like Sandy says, just stick with the game, stick with the game. It'll finally, the bounce will come your way, and finally they did.
I was pretty comfortable out there. Feel pretty comfortable out there with the shake-up and deep pairing this weekend?
Yeah, it was, I mean, Scott wasn't skating too much this week, so we were kind of juggling up to D pairing. So, but we all trust each other, all 6 D. We all know what our strengths and our weaknesses. So, one big thing is just communication. We got to talk to each other, and that comes with trust too. So, it wasn't was odd playing that Friday night game without Scott and with the change up the D pairing, but you know, we trust each other and we prevailed.
You and Louis are on the PK a lot together,
Yeah.
right? So there was a pretty big comfort already there between the two of you.
Yeah, I mean, and he's my roommate too, so that helps. But yeah, I mean, we play a lot together. You know, in practice we all interchange every once in a while, so it's not just me and Scott stuck together all year. But yeah, I mean, we just like I said, we trust each other, we have confidence in each other, and that's how we got to play.